Hello MMO zealots! Zoofus on the mic, yeah! Ha! You were thinking I was going to rap, huh? No, I'm not that cool, okay? Today I want to talk about a very interesting topic in my opinion. It's called the MMO lead syndrome. But Zoofus, what the fuck is lead? Well, you probably spent too much time outside without gaming, and that's very, very disturbing. Go get back to your desktop and start gaming for fuck's sake. Okay, but for all the wannabe gamers, I'm gonna explain it just once. So listen very carefully, okay? The term lead is derived from the word elite, used as an adjective to describe skill or accomplishment, especially in the fields of online gaming and computer hacking. The lead lexicon includes spellings of the word 1337 or lead. If you're a bit smart, you can make the correlation. 1337 lead. Get it? Okay. With that out of the way, but Zoofus, what the hell is a syndrome? Okay, so for the lower class plebs in this welfaring society, I'm going to waste my time to explain it once. A syndrome is a set of medical signs and symptoms which are correlated with each other and often associated with a particular disease or disorder. But Zoofus, what is an MMO? Oh god, just get the fuck out! Okay, with the low tier scrubs out of the picture, I'm finally ready to explain you what the MMO lead syndrome actually is. We'll start with the most common symptoms. A strong feeling of agitation when someone has a minor understanding of the game mechanics. Strong rejection of other players in correlation with their skill level. A delusional image of the self based on a fictional character in a computer game. Probably working in a supermarket. A strong feeling of loneliness because friendships are just a way to get to the end game. Periods of short-term aggressive behavior while playing the game. In severe cases, there can be long-term aggressive attacks. And the last one, the inability to cope with real-life situations. So you use the game as an escape tool to project your fears to other players. Okay. I have made a little side note here, and that is the fact that there are MMO players around there that consciously play this role to upset others and having fun triggering other people. This does not include in the definition of the lead syndrome. These people are just role players, so don't get mad about the role players, okay? They're very sweet people. I'm a role player myself, so please don't mock me, okay? Okay, before we go to the common reactions of the environment around people suffering from the MMO lead syndrome, a quick word from today's sponsor. I don't have sponsors. How does the environment react around people suffering from this dark syndrome? The most common symptom is loss of appetite for the game. People just uninstall the game and go on with their life, thinking that gaming is not such a healthy habit anyway. So they become a more self-conscious being, start going to the gym, getting into investing their money into the stock market, and become famous multimillionaires. Well, no. The harsh reality of it is that the people that come in contact with people with the lead syndrome are very devastated by it. Their so-called gaming career suffers under the weight of the opinions of the self-proclaimed elite. Most of the people that fall victim to the self-proclaimed elitist players are people with a lowered self-esteem, so they get all their values and opinions from other popular role models in the MMO community. Role models such as a bald guy. I have no idea who the bald guy is, but people say a bald guy, so yeah, I just say it here. Okay, up to the next part. It is gatekeeping. Yeah, I wanted to sound epic, but yeah, it's maybe not that epic. Gatekeeping comes from the word gate and keeping. So smart, guys. So when one player wants to hop from World of Warcraft to another game, there are players who are standing at the gate of the MMO. And they say to the other players, no, you can't play my game. It's my game. It's only my game. I know it's an MMO. It's a massive multiplayer online game. But I decide that you can't play my game, okay? Otherwise you're gonna be toxic and it's gonna be ruined. And you ruin my gaming experience, okay? So yeah. That was my imitation of gatekeeping. But we can even go further. In the hardcore raiding community, there is also a way of gatekeeping new players into raid content or dungeons. Okay, so where does elitism come from in MMOs? It all started in the beginning of the raiding scene. The times where people didn't have a clue what they were doing and everything was new. Nobody could really blame anyone. It was fun times and yeah, a lot of people died. And groups wiped by the dozens. But it didn't matter so much, because we had a good laugh. And people were even more excited if they could complete the hard content they did. Well, until the rise of the guilds in the raiding community. Guilds were social microclimates operating on a server. Seems fun, yeah? Well, fun. Until one guild leader decided to make a barrier to entry as known as gatekeeping. Oh man, it sounds way more epic now. It escalated very quickly with guild leaders forcing people to post their personal data and screenshots of their gear. Gatekeeping spread on, and later on they would be called elite players or elite gamers. In the eyes of the patient, there was nothing wrong with him. But in the eyes of the surrounding players, it can have dramatic effects. So before we go to the last part of the video, I just want to thank our sponsor of today. No! Okay, so this brings me to the next part of my video. Treatments and cures. Okay, let me be straight here. There are no cures for this. Or you have to get good and join the ranks of the elite of the server and join an elite raiding guild. Or you just sit down and chill the fuck out. Don't whine like a baby because you can't join the fun that you clearly didn't enjoy in the first place. So stop bitching, stop crying like a baby, and join other friends that want to teach you about the mechanics and learn the process. The biggest cure in this syndrome is acceptance that you're just a noob and not good enough to join the elites. So fuck off, go play some Diablo Immortal if you want to have cosmetics and spend all your hard-earned real-life money on a cash shop. Seriously, stop the hassle and complaining about others being elite because you are just a bad player. You just can't cope with the fact that you suck balls and others are better than you. So my conclusion to the cure is, uninstall the game, play some phone games with progression systems based on an in-real-life cash shop, so you have at least a tiny bit of a chance of getting good at the game and call yourself elite too. That is the cure of the elite syndrome. Okay guys, it's gaming culture. People will always judge you for your skills in that particular game. Unless you play pay-to-win games, then people will judge you for your wallet. Deal with it. Get better or enjoy different parts of the game, or don't play the game at all if you don't enjoy getting better in a game anyway. Okay, that's all I've got to say about the MMO elite syndrome. I really hope I made you feel a bit better about your life now. So thank you for watching, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe so I can finally get some sponsors. Yeah, why you think I make videos? Of course, I want to get rich via YouTube, you know? Get me rich, okay?